everybody, this is your Smackdown General Manager, Booker T speaking. And of course tonight, we're coming to you live for Smackdown. Of course, we are now moving on from SummerSlam into Bash at Berlin. Now, I do want to address a couple of things going into tonight's show. Number one, I've signed some new people to Smackdown. And of course, that new tag team, now of course let's start with, and of course, they will all be here tonight. As of course, I do have some new people. Who are the new people it's going to be? We're going to find out. As of course, I also have the New Day will be in action against the mystery opponent. And of course, you could figure out who is it going to be, as we'll get to that later on. And of course, Bianca's in the building to address her cash-in at SummerSlam. But of course, I also have a big announcement to make regarding what will be happening as far as what's going on tonight for the rest of the show, outside the New Day versus a mystery opponent. Well, of course, Cody Rhodes is now WWE Champion once again. And of course, it's time to get him his first opponent in his second title reign. So tonight, we're going to have triple threat qualification matches. When the winner advances to next week, next week, we're going to have a triple threat match. And the winner of that triple threat match will face Cody Rhodes at Bash at Berlin for the WWE Championship. Now, without further delay, let's get into tonight's SmackDown. Welcome everybody to Friday Night Smackdown, as we're coming to you live in Madison, Wisconsin. And of course, we're coming up the heels of SummerSlam, and now we are heading towards Bash at Berlin, as Madison, Wisconsin is live for tonight's SmackDown. Without further delay, let's take a look what is going on, as of course Booker T has already announced what's going on. So let's take a look at the match card rundown that Booker T announced we're getting tonight here in Madison, Wisconsin. We're going to start off by talking about the triple threat qualifying matches. And of course, the winner of those three matches will meet next week in a triple threat match. And the winner of that match, of the triple threat match next week, will go on to wrestle Cody Rhodes at Bash at Berlin for his WWE Championship. So here's the rundown of the three triple threat qualification matches that is taking place tonight. As the first one, Ilya Dragunov will go one-on-one with Finn Balor. On the second qualification match, we will be having Gunther go one-on-one with Obafemi. And in our final qualifier, aka tonight's main event, Seth Rollins will take on LA Knight. As question is who will win those three matches to advance to next week. We're going to find out as the triple threat qualification matches takes place on SmackDown tonight in Madison, Wisconsin. But before we get to the triple threat qualification matches, we're going to start the show off with the New Day versus a mystery tag team. As who will be stepping up to the New Day, as New Day is looking to rebound after their tag team loss at SummerSlam, when they lost the tag team titles to the Street Profits. Can the New Day rebound, or will they end up having back-to-back bad nights, where the first night was SummerSlam and another one could be tonight? We're going to find out as the New Day will be in action against the mystery tag team, and that starts right now to begin Friday Night Smackdown here tonight in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, of course, we begin Smackdown with the match I just mentioned. Then this New Day versus a mystery opponent. And of course, who will be that mystery opponent going to be? Of course, New Day won the tag team titles at Money in the Bank, and they lost those titles to the Street Profits at SummerSlam. As can they rebound? We're gonna find out here tonight on SmackDown. But of course, they gotta be careful depending who his opponent's gonna be. New Day what? Chance coming tonight in Madison, Wisconsin. So who is the New Day facing? We're gonna find out as the opponent. Oh my God! I mean, this has been a crazy week here at WWE, and it cannot continue to begin SmackDown as we got a crazy opening to Monday Night Raw with CM Punk attacking John Cena, thus setting up the Bash and Berlin match. And now we have a new tag team on the SmackDown brand, and that is none other than the Lucha Bros, Penta, and Rey Fenix, as they are officially a part of Friday Night SmackDown. As they have arrived here in the WWE, and tonight they're going to set the stage as they will be taking on the New Day. Because New Day, the most decorated tag team in WWE, taking on the new tag team in the Lucha Bros, Rey Fenix and Penta. So who do you got winning? Let's get into this as Xavier Woods and Penta is starting us off here in this tag team match tonight to begin SmackDown. Penta, Hurricanrana, and of course this is Penta's first match in WWE. So of course what could be on Penta's mind here? Penta's unleashed here. So far things are not going well for Xavier Woods. Well, that was a horrible timing. Xavier Woods is not appreciating any of the luchadors taking up that spotlight. Frog splash on the back of Penta. Hooks the leg. Is this going to be enough to put Penta away? Nope. Too early. Wrong timing for Xavier Woods. Penta reverses. Oh, reversal there by Kofi Kingston. The course tonight's show has some crazy things going on. We got that #1 contenders qualification match. Who will be going on to Bash and Berlin? Of course, the triple threat match takes place next week here on SmackDown. But of course, it will be with the participants of whoever wins tonight's qualification match. As we'll be heading into next week, we're gonna find out. Well, that was a horrible timing for Penta. What could Penta be figured? Oh, kick to the head there by Xavier Woods. Oh, come on, there by Rey Fenix. Kick to the back of the head of Xavier Woods. As Penta's heading on top. As the Lucha Bros gets a quick win in their debut match. And it seems as though Xavier Woods is unconscious. As the Lucha Bros gets the win in their debut match here on SmackDown. Sucks we didn't see a lot of what they could do, but they emerged with the victory in their first night in WWE here tonight on SmackDown. As what could we be expecting from the Lucha Bros within the next couple of months? Only time can tell us. They win their first match here on SmackDown. I have, ladies and gentlemen, vanished the best in the world from Friday Night SmackDown. And SmackDown now doesn't have the best in the world. There's no such thing as the best in the world other than the revolutionary, the visionary, and soon to become your next WWE champion, it's Seth Rollins. Because since CM Punk is not there anymore, I can finally become WWE champion that I should have won back at King and Queen of the Ring. But Punk ruined it all. But obviously, before I become WWE champion, I've got to get through some obstacles. As of course, I got LA Knight to deal with tonight. And of course, no matter who the other two guys will be, whether that's Ilya Dragunov, Finn Balor, Gunther and Obafema. Of course, after next week, I will be heading into Bash of Berlin, and I will become your next WWE champion. And go on the run that I should have had. But I never gotten because Reigns, Balor, Cena, Braun, and Punk all took it away from me. But of course, it starts with me going through LA Knight tonight. So of course, Seth Rollins, he's got some obstacles to go through tonight if he wants to get to the triple threat match next week. Can he do that? We're going to have to find out, as he will meet LA Knight in tonight's main event. And of course, Seth Rollins is hyping up his triple threat qualifying match he's got in the main event tonight against LA Knight. And of course, speaking of triple threat qualifying match, the first one begins as coming up next, Ilya Dragunov will go one-on-one with Finn Balor. Who will advance to the triple threat next week? We're going to find out as Ilya Dragunov and Finn Balor will meet one-on-one up next here on Smackdown. The next time we're going to be on PLE will be on September 6th for the Bash in Berlin event. And of course, it's coming to you in Germany with a lot of big things going down on that show that will be confirmed coming out of SummerSlam. But as of course, you do not want to miss Bash in Berlin that comes your way on YouTube on September 6th. Does anybody care about what that walking clown emoji has to say? Nope. He should get himself back in the line. He already had his chance. And I mean, I've barely been given opportunities within the last couple of months. Of course, many people have been saying, oh, I'm still being suffering that loss to Brock Lesnar, who is apparently back after what happened at SummerSlam. Yes, I lost to him twice when he was the Universal Champion 2 years ago. When I lost to him at WrestleMania, I lost to him in the Fatal 4 match at Hell in a Cell that had Randy Orton and AJ Styles. Well, originally, it was supposed to be The Undertaker, but he got kayfabe injured. And now that Cody Rhodes is WWE Champion once again. Of course, Big Cody has crossed paths when we were on Raw earlier this year. But we're looking to do battle for the WWE Championship. But before I get there, I got an obstacle to go through, and that is the ruler, Obafema, later tonight. And of course, Cody, when I go through Obafema, whoever wins Dragunov Balor and Rollins vs. Knight in the triple threat next week, I will be going on to Bash of Berlin, and I will become your next WWE Champion. So go for a cause. He's making a promise. He's looking to go through a lot of obstacles later tonight and next week to earn himself a WWE Championship match against Cody Rhodes at Bash of Berlin. Can he do that? We're going to have to find out. And of course, Gunther is also making his promise. He's looking to win the Fatal 5-Way. To win the Triple Threat next week. But of course, speaking of the Triple Threat, we have the first qualification match taking place as Gunther will go one-on-one. Ilya Dragunov will go one-on-one with Finn Balor. And of course, who do you think will advance to the first match? To the triple threat match? Will it be Ilya Dragunov or Finn Balor? And of course, Ilya Dragunov, of course, had a WWE Championship match at Clash at the Castle 3 months ago. And he's looking to get another one. This time against the champion, Cody Rhodes. Because I don't think Dragunov and Cody Rhodes has wrestled each other yet. So that would be a first time ever match if he was to win here. And next is Finn Balor. And because Finn Balor's looking to get back on track after the disastrous night the Judgment Day had at SummerSlam when Liv Morgan lost her WWE Women's Champion to Jade Cargill. But wait, things got worse when Bianca Belair cashed in on Jade. So of course Judgment Day's night at SummerSlam went from bad to worse with Jade winning the title and Bianca's cash in. Now the guys who got winning this qualification match, like I said, Ilya Dragunov or Finn Balor? Let's find out. Can Finn Balor get back on track, or will things get worse for the Judgment Day? Well, let's find out. The match begins. As they are now in Chain of Wrestling, Dragunov and Finn Balor. As Finn Balor going for another roll-up. Kick out. Yes, reversal by Finn Balor. That's another chain wrestling. Another chain wrestling. Finn Balor, what could be on Finn's mind? Very well for the pin, kick out. Has pinball going on top. Corner guard connects. Here we go. And Finn Balor advances to next week's triple threat match. Who will join him? Will it be Gunther, Oberfirma, Seth Rollins, or LA Knight? We're gonna have to find out in those two matches. But of course, we do have coming up. And of course, Bianca is gonna be here up next to address her cash-in at SummerSlam. And what will the new women's champion Bianca say? We're gonna have to find out up next. But nonetheless, Finn Balor is the first man to qualify for the triple threat match next week, as we'll be heading into Bash Berlin to wrestle Cody Rhodes in the 2K24 Money in the Bank rematch. We're gonna have to wait and see as Finn Balor is heading to next week. Decent match here between him and Ilya Dragunov on Smackdown tonight as Finn Balor turns it around for the Judgment Day after a miserable night they had at SummerSlam, who lived losing her WWE Women's Champion, as Finn Balor picks up the win here on SmackDown tonight. As you can see, the new Women's Champion Bianca Belair is making her way to the ring. As what will she say on her first night as the new Women's Champion? We're going to find out as Bianca Belair will be addressing her title win at SummerSlam up next here on SmackDown. As we're back live here on SmackDown as Bianca Belair is making her way to the ring. And of course, she's now on top as the Women's World Champion. As she's of course Women's Champion. Of course, she of course went through odds and of course went through a couple of obstacles, and now she's WWE Women's Champion. Of course, after cashing in on Jade at SummerSlam. And of course, what does Bianca have to say in her first night as champion? We're about to find out as Bianca Belair is now on top of the world as Women's Champion for the first time in God knows how long. Let's see what Bianca has to say here. After I spent most of the year in my career throughout 2022, actually 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024, and early this year, being in championship hunt, it finally happened as I am on top of the world as the new Women's Champion. And I guess, Jade, you thought you were going to become Women's Champion? Well, remember, this would have been our fate had we had the one-on-one match at Mania this year. But now, I'm on top of the world, and I stole your title. Because let's face it, after a year of years champion, nobody wanted to see you as champion once again. As you are on dominance as the Women's World Champion, and now the table's been turned, and I got my luck back. I may not be able to pin you back at WrestleMania in that triple threat match, but I'm certainly on top of the world right now. And me, in Madison, Wisconsin, standing here as your new Women's Champion. As Bianca Belair is of course touting what is next for her after a successful cash-in at SummerSlam. As you can tell, Bianca is happy here in Madison, Wisconsin to be standing in the middle of the ring as the new WWE Women's Champion. Of course, Bianca going over her SummerSlam cash. Holy hell! Who is it? That's Jordan Grace! As of course, throughout what we've been getting at SummerSlam carried into Monday, and tonight has been shocking. Lesnar's return, CM Punk hitting John Cena with the GTS, Austin Theory turning on Grayson Waller, and then we come to tonight. And then of course Aleister Black getting his first loss this past Monday night. And of course now we have Jordan Grace on SmackDown. Of course also we saw the Lucha Bros earlier tonight. Had some shocking moments have been made within the last few days coming out Saturday. Let's see what Jordan Grace wants from Bianca. As within the past few days coming out of SummerSlam, there's been a lot of big moments being created in WWE. Brock Lesnar returning on Saturday night. CM Punk laying waste to John Cena with the GTS at the beginning of Raw this past Monday. Austin Theory turning on Grayson Waller. Aleister Black getting his first loss. Then come tonight we have the Lucha Bros making their debut. And now Jordan Grace. In case you're asking who am I, my name is Jordan Grace. Because you may remember that I am former TNA Women's Champion. And because I am officially a part of the Friday Night Smackdown roster. And I'm just here to say that you can celebrate with your title win in that cash-in at SummerSlam. But I just want to let you know that time is up. Do you want to know why? Because I am hereby challenging you to a Women's Championship match at Bash of Berlin on September 6th. And because you better be prepared, because you aren't walking out of Bash of Berlin as the Women's Champion. Because I will be the one to win the championship in my first match here on WWE programming. So of course, I will see you on September 6th. So Superstar Jordan Grace is challenging Bianca Belair for a WWE Women's Championship match at Bash of Berlin. And of course, can Jordan Grace win her first WWE Women's Championship in her first championship match? Or will Bianca get the best out of Jordan Grace? We're going to find out at Bash of Berlin. Speaking of Bash of Berlin, coming up next, the Triple Threat #1 contenders match for next week's show continues. And of course, Gunther will go one-on-one with Obafemi. Question is, who will join Finn Balor in the Triple Threat match next week for a WWE Championship match at Bash of Berlin? We're going to find out as these two will square up and meet one-on-one up next here on Smackdown. As we're back here on Friday Night Smackdown, as we are now getting set for a Triple Threat qualifying match. Oh, I'm going to let that introduction go first.
What you're about to witness is dignified deformation executed by unprecedented precision. A diabolical athlete who will stop at nothing to uphold the integrity and honor of this great sport. Der Ringgeneral Gunther.
And of course, we're now getting ready for our second qualification match for the Triple Threat match next week. And of course, Gunther and Obafemi is going to be a big fight field. As question is, who will join Finn Balor next week? We're going to find out. And of course, we will join Finn Balor, Gunther, or Obafemi. Of course, we still do have our final qualification match that takes place in the main event later tonight between Seth Rollins and LA Knight. Now the cause over Femis looking to get back on track after losing the United States Championship to Jacob Fletcher at SummerSlam. As the cause over, it's looking to go over for the WWE Championship. But before he does that, he's got to get through Oberfemmer tonight. I mean, got to go through Gunther. Match begins as Gunther wasting no time with a suplex and now kicking Oberfemmer. As what could Oberfemmer be thinking about doing to Gunther? As we're seeing some nonsense there by Ludwig Kaiser. They're doing more chain wrestling. Gunther running at ringside. Has Oberfemmer bring it to Gunther. As we're getting to a 7 count. As we're getting to an 8 count. Oberfemmer, can he beat the count? And he does beat the count. What else is there? There's Gunther going with a kick out too. There's Gunther. That's Gunther going for the pin. And Gunther qualifies. The question is, who will join Gunther and Finn Balor? Will it be Seth Rollins or LA Knight? We're going to have to wait and see. As with our main event that's coming up in a moment, as Gunther picks up the win here tonight on Smackdown. As he gets the best out of the ruler, Oberfemmer. And of course, first time ever, turned out to be a decent match here between Gunther and Oberfemmer. And of course, could we be looking at Gunther advancing to Bash of Berlin? Well, of course, he's got Finn Balor and whoever wins the main event to go through the triple threat match next week, as Ludwig Kaiser is celebrating with Gunther, as Gunther qualifies for next week. The next time we're going to be on PLE will be on September 6th for the Bash in Berlin event. And of course, it's coming to you in Germany with a lot of big things going down on that show that will be confirmed coming out of SummerSlam. But as of course, you do not want to miss Bash in Berlin. That comes your way on YouTube on September 6th.
If you're new to the channel, click that subscribe button and then turn your notification bell on so you don't miss any content provided by
As it is now confirmed, ladies and gentlemen, that next week here on SmackDown, the new WWE Champion, Cody Rhodes, makes its return to SmackDown for the first time since winning back the WWE Championship at SummerSlam. What will the new champion Cody have to say about where does he go now that he's now a two-time WWE Champion? We're going to find out next week here on SmackDown. However, coming up next, it's now time for our main event, as it is the final match of the Triple Threat qualification match for next week's Triple Threat match, as Seth Rollins will go one-on-one with LA Knight, who will advance to the Triple Threat match next week alongside Finn Balor and Gunther. We're going to find out as Seth Rollins will meet LA Knight in the main event up next here on SmackDown. As it is now time for our main event. Because Seth Rollins is now looking to become WWE Champion, but of course, he's got a lot of obstacles to go through. The first obstacle is LA Knight, and the second obstacle is Finn Balor and Gunther next week. Because it's do or die for Seth Rollins to become WWE Champion. But would you think it would be the right time for him to become champion, considering Cody just won back the title at SummerSlam? I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. And there he is, his opponent tonight, LA Knight. And of course, LA Knight is looking to get himself a WWE Championship shot. Well, of course, just like Seth Rollins, he's got to get through Seth Rollins tonight and then go through LA Knight, Finn Balor and Gunther next week. How's it going, LA Knight? He's looking to get himself a championship shot. We're gonna find out. Match begins. Seth Rollins. Oh, LA Knight wasting no time. Going for the pin, kick out. As Seth Rollins is showing his aggressive. Tensions are boiling between LA Knight and Seth Rollins here tonight. As referees try to break LA Knight away from Seth Rollins. With a gut kick connects. As Seth Rollins unleashing his series of frustrations on LA Knight. Drop kick there. As LA Knight may be busted open. As Seth Rollins is destroying the hell out of LA Knight. Reversal by LA Knight. LA Knight is looking to get back on track after being dominated for most of the match here. As Seth Rollins is trying to convince the WWE Universe to embrace the vision and embrace him as the next WWE Champion. Oh, that was a horrible timing considering LA Knight was in harm's way. LA Knight is looking to capitalize on this opportunity to get to Bash Triple One. Well, of course, he's got the triple threat match first next week. As LA Knight and Seth Rollins bring it to the outside. As we're getting to a 6 count. Can Seth beat the count? Seems like he could beat the count. And he only does to get participated by him taking a beating from LA Knight. LA Knight, of course, wants the WWE Champion, but so does Seth Rollins. Hey, Seth Rollins. Wants to punish LA Knight as long as possible. LA Knight back-to-back reversals there. Seth Rollins with the reversal there. As LA Knight reverses. Come. Seth Rollins heading back to the ring. And I think the taunting is over for Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins better be thinking about what is he going to do. Seth Rollins wants to punish LA Knight as long as possible. Uh-oh! LA Knight could be looking on an upset after that reversing the pedigree. Well, we're going to find out. And Seth Rollins is in no man's land, pretty much. Uh-oh! He reverses to BFT! Seth Rollins is thinking about what to do now, considering he just reversed the BFT. Uh-oh! Seth Rollins is in a lot of trouble. Suplex by LA Knight. LA Knight's looking to get it done this time. This is not looking good for Seth Rollins here. Seth Rollins, of course, desperately wants that next shot at the WWE Championship. Has LA Knight, what can he be thinking about? Uh-oh, Seth invades. Uh-oh, here we go. God, stop, connects. Here we go for the win. No, he kicks out. He wants to punish LA Knight more. LA Knight with the reversal there. Another curb stomp. Well, let's be enough to get Seth Rollins to the triple threat next week. After 2 curb stomps, he kicks out. LA Knight desperately wants that WWE title. So does Seth Rollins, because that's been his premise since he went to Smackdown. Uh-oh, he's going to try again. Pedigree connects. You can tell something's frustrated, infuriated. LA Knight. Uh-oh, Seth Rollins could be in big trouble. Hugs the leg. Kick out at 1. LA Knight is telling Seth Rollins to get up. So what could LA Knight be thinking about? He thought about nothing. Here we go. Seth Rollins going for another curb stomp. Curb stomp number 3 connects. Will this be enough this time to get Seth Rollins to the triple threat next week? And it is, as Seth Rollins joins Gunther and Finn Balor in the triple threat match next week. His question is, who will be advancing to Basha Berlin to challenge for the WWE Championship? We're going to find out next week here on SmackDown as Seth Rollins defeats LA Knight in a very good main event. As we all thought LA Knight was going to get the job done. But Seth Rollins, of course, got the best side of him. As just like that, Seth Rollins is going on to next week. Question is, will he challenge Cody Rhodes at Bash of Berlin, or will that spot go to either Finn Balor or Gunther? We're going to have to wait and see as Seth Rollins stands tall to close out this week's edition of SmackDown. As ladies and gentlemen, good night everybody, as Finn Balor, Seth Rollins, and Gunther will be in the triple threat next week here on SmackDown. Good night everybody.